An unforgettable time. Jimmy Hill had taken them to the First Division in 1967. They'd never won a major title, though. In 1987, the FA Cup changed all of that. John Sillett and George Curtis, the famous duo who led Coventry to Wembley glory. Brian Kilcline, a rugged central defender, strong in the air and captain of the cup-winning team. Cyril Regis, elegant striker who played a crucial role in the FA Cup triumph. Dave Bennett, a brilliant dribbler and crowd pleaser, scored one and made another in the cup final. Keith Houchin, from journeyman to Roy of the Rovers. Houchin's goals helped seal the FA Cup win. David Speedy, bought for a club record fee, his classy goals made him a firm favourite. Dave Smith, a left winger, often the man who created the chances, he also scored some great goals. Mickey Ginn, a bargain signing by Bobby Gould, always remembered for his tireless running. There was Gary Bannister, a striker signed from Queen's Park Rangers for £300,000. Kevin Drinkle, a striker brought from Scotland. He joined from Rangers for £800,000. Kevin Gallagher, winger turned striker, signed by John Sillett for £900,000 from Dundee United. Coventry City hold the unique distinction of never having been relegated from the First Division, and only Arsenal, Everton and Liverpool have been there longer. Highfield Road had been home to Coventry City since 1899. Gordon Milne, manager since 1972, still though, the big trophies eluded the club's grasp.
We've got 2 against 2 here for a moment. The header was by Miller. Hunt was following up. Just about 5 minutes left in the first half. Spurs lead 2-0. Here's Thompson for Coventry. And that tackle by Graham Roberts is penalised. Dyson has made his way forward with Gillespie for this free kick. But it's been played short, and here's English, and they weren't concentrating in defence. And Tommy English gets one back with the Tottenham players half asleep.
The club had gone from Bobby Gould to Dave Sexton and then to Don Mackay as manager. Cyril Regis had joined from West Brom for £350,000. Peter Barnes had come from Leeds, and Kenny Hibbert had joined from Wolves. And Hibbert was quick to make a big impact.
So Barnes and Hibbert again over the ball, and Hibbert curls it brilliantly. That will make him feel better. The penalty given against him, and he was furious about that. We've seen him do it so often from free kicks over the years with Wolverhampton Wanderers. He totally baffled Kevin Carr.
We've had now a minute of injury time. It's not over yet. It's Gibson with Roberts. Still Gibson. Now for Regis. Cyril Regis, right on the stroke of the final whistle, has done it for Coventry. Gibson set it up, sending 2 defenders the wrong way, and the left foot finished splendidly.
Well played by Gibson. He's looked Coventry's brightest performer this afternoon, but he got a knock on that last challenge. Meantime, it's David Bennett on the ball, with Butterworth going up outside him. That's Bennett's shot, and here's Regis surely. Yes! Well, the end of a long, barren spell for Cyril Regis. No wonder he's looking pleased.
The leading scorer in 84 to 85 was Terry Gibson, a feat he repeated the following season, despite going to Manchester United in January. By May, George Curtis had been confirmed as manager and managing director, and Keith Houchin had joined City from Scunthorpe United for £60,000.
Emerson. Bennett. Emerson. Here's Pickering. It's a goal! Nick Pickering! Out of nothing, really. They were looking for the cross. And Pickering discovered a shot. But when the cross saggers and into the far corner, it's really in keeping with the balance of the match that Coventry should go in front. It looked as though the defender was jockeying him, Butterworth, well enough.
Pete got half a touch on it. Burrows through the crowd, deflection. Jim! Oh, what a good goal! Michael Jim! His fifth in 10 games. The lad who may only be a sub at Wembley, but would dearly love to start the match. And if he produces shots like this, he's a hard man to leave out. It ricocheted off two Manchester players, but when it fell for Gin, he buried that right in the corner.
Coventry City finished 10th in the league with a record 63 points. And the 16th of May 1987 was surely the greatest day in Coventry City's history. The club's first ever FA Cup final. Dave Bennett had scored the winner after extra time against Leeds, taking City to Wembley to face Tottenham. And a proud, proud moment for George Curtis and his chief coach, John Sillett.
Regis, Downs, Houchin, Bennett, David Bennett, 1-1. Look at John Sillett, they're level after 9 minutes. Regis, Houchin, Bennett. This is Graham Roger, did that beautifully. And it's McGrath. Pickering's in the centre, Regis joining him.
So Brian Kilcline, the Coventry captain, led his team up the famous 39 steps to the Royal Box. It had been victory for the Coventry side on their first ever cup final appearance. And you can see the joy written on Kilcline's face and indeed on the faces of the entire Coventry team. So Coventry had won the cup. They still strengthened the side though, spending £780,000, bringing David Speedie from Chelsea.
The settled side here. These young players are attracted by brighter lights. But Brandon McDonald has let in David Smith, and that's beautifully taken. Two minutes into the second half. And what can Coventry come up with here? Smith's corner. And it reached Speedie, and then Gin. This is Speedie! 2-2.
After the glory of the previous season, Coventry had a disappointing time. They went out of the FA Cup in the fourth round, losing at home to Watford, and finished only 10th in the league.
Trevor Peake with the kick. Regis jumping, and he scored! Cyril Regis, Coventry go in front. Plenty of vocal backing for Coventry now. Regis jumping again, here's Bannister. Still Gary Bannister. Here's Smith. Speedie! Oh, that's a marvellous goal from David Speedie.
Against Charlton, they enjoyed a 3-0 victory. Gin's cross from the right, David Smith at the far post. David Speedy breaking down the right. Regis goes in with the challenge, but it's Gary Bannister who scores 2-0. For the third, a through ball finds Regis. Many a man might have gone on his own. Instead, Regis unselfishly crosses, and Smith scores his second.
Brown's directing operations. Speedy's got away from his marker, and Bannister.
Bannister. That's a fine pass from Sedgley. This is Smith. Gary Parkinson's the defender, and Smith has left him standing. There's Speedy! Great start for Coventry. Smith. Well, Coventry have got nothing to lose now. The odds stacked against them, but David Smith full of optimism. Speedy! Great cross! Well-angled header, 4-2. Regis, good jump, peeked right in there. They're appealing again for a penalty. Smith, Speedy, it's a hat-trick. All of them headers, the second hat-trick of the game.
Regis, nice touch. Burrows is well forward. Here's Regis again. Lovely goal. Beautifully carved out. Downs. Regis jumping. Speedy! 2 for Coventry. Smith with far too much space on that far side from Newcastle's point of view. That's a good stop by Pheasant. Gin! 3 first-half goals for Coventry now, and a disaster for Newcastle. Well, Coventry have done everything so far except score. What now? Burrows. 9 minutes left. Smith. Thompson! And McKnight beaten at last by the substitute, Keith Thompson. Burrows, good turn. Here's Smith. Roger on the far side! And the big defender puts Coventry in front. David Speedy. And Coventry pouring forward here. Phillips with some space, and there are men over on the far side. Houchin's one of them. 1-1, Keith Houchin. Loves scoring against Tottenham. Peak. And here's Regis. And he scored. Big Cyril Regis. 1-0 Coventry. Burrows over that ball too. It's his kick, aimed at David Speedy, who got up well, and Houchin makes it 2-0.
Well, Houchin diverted it away. Speedy anticipated. He gets it back. And a goal! Cyril Regis. It's been a long wait, and they were beginning to run out of hope.
Now a 2-2 draw against Southampton. Here are the goals. The first set up by Keith Thompson, and great shot by David Phillips. The second was started by a Greg Downs free kick. Pulled back by Keith Houchin. Gary Bannister gets the final touch.
And Sedgley, that's a very good header. Smith, Burrows, both over the ball. Kilcline's there too. Speedy's got away. Oh, 2-0, David Speedy. Regis. Bennett with some space. That's a good cross. Speedy again! A marvellous goal from David Speedy. Got up so well. Signal obviously means something to somebody. Speedy again! That's 3. His 10th goal of the season and a very good hat-trick on the day.
Smith's corner. Kilcline. Speedy! 1-1, doesn't miss those. That's his 11th of the season. Oh, a nice turn by Regis and a nicer pass too. Speedy. Oh, that's delicious. Last minute, brilliant chip from Speedy, and credit to Regis for his skill in the setting it up.
Regis, Speedy. Oh, that's a glorious goal from David Speedy.
Regis. Well, putting his shoulder in effectively then, Cyril Regis. When he does use his strength, he remains a formidable opponent. Smith, who relies a little bit more on stealth and trickery. And the two have combined for an outstanding goal for Coventry.
Phillips for Coventry, who are beginning to find 1 or 2 gaps. And there's another one for Smith. Torsved's come to meet him, and Gary Bannister will walk that in.
He's given it to Speedy. Emerson. Fine Smith. There's the left foot cross coming in. Phillips on the side, dinking it back again towards Cyril Regis. And touched in eventually by Bannister.
Burrows with some room in which to manoeuvre, and he's threaded the shot just inside the far post. 1-1, Brian Burrows. Southampton are looking for offside, but the flag has stayed down. David Speedy is having a brilliant season, and it just keeps going on and on. Dobson. Regis holds it up. Sedgley. Speedy is onside. He's got a long way to go, but it's Speedy against Gunn. And it breaks for Phillips. 1-1. Gunn has stayed down. Pumped in towards Regis. It'll run on for Speedy. It'll Phillips. Speedy! He deserves it.
Hill. Sedgley's underneath that. That's interesting. Regis. Oh, it's gone in there. Cyril Regis will claim it. Downs with the kick. Foster didn't make that. Smith did. 2-2. And Luton are committing suicide here. That's another gift.
Smith. Bannister's in the middle, Phillips is in the middle, Speedy is coming up quickly for Coventry. Can Smith get it across? He's got problems because Robson's also arrived. But here's Smith again. Bannister looking to shoot on the turn! A fine goal for Coventry.
Smith. Coventry still probing. Hoping to get something back. Phillips has done well. Speedy is square, there he is. And Bannister! 1-1. Gary Bannister.
Speedy. Oh, that's a great turn. Smith joining Regis in the middle, but it's Regis with a thumping header.
Coventry finished 7th. They'd only once done better. Speedy top scored with 15. As for the FA Cup, well, best forgotten. Sutton United beat them in the 3rd round.
Klein battling for Coventry. Emerson's done well. Here's Speedy. And still we await the first goal. Well, it's a lovely ball, and Bannister with some space. Can he find it? He has! 1-0 Coventry. Gary Bannister. Regis finding Gin, and Burrows is in some space. Well, that's a good ball. Speedy! Great finish! And Coventry beginning to look more menacing. Here's Smith. Oh, I think the defender was unlucky there. Klein, the skipper, might try his luck from here. There he is! Oh, it's found its way in.
Emerson letting it run. Long by Peake, guided down well by Regis. Gin in a lot of space, and Mickey Gin has used that space to great effect. He's put Coventry City level. And Manchester City will look at this goal that they conceded with some disappointment because of the room allowed to Gin. Even so, it was excellently tucked away. Well, it has been a swashbuckling second half. Regis. Speedy is there. And are we going to get a winner now? We are! It's David Smith! In the final minute. There have been chances at both ends that have gone a-begging, but Coventry have snapped up this one in the nick of time to turn 1 point into 3. David Smith, the hero.
Here's Mickey Gin for Coventry. 3-0 Millwall lead, and Coventry with the replacement keeper, David Speedy, between the sticks. David Smith, now can he make something of this? Stevens faces him. He's gone all the way, Smith! Good goal. Here's Gin at right back. Well, you're going to hear the appeals for offside, but the flag stays down, and this is a great chance for Bannister. Coolly taken by Gary Bannister. That's a huge kick from Grizovic. Drinkle! Downs floating it in. Regis! And Coventry go in front. Very much against the run of play.
Regis covered a lot of ground to make that ball his. And Coventry always look at their best when they switch the ball to David Smith on the left. And he's laid it off for Downs to cross in this time. Oh, Drinkle might get there, he has done!
That's a good ball from Speedy. Smith's in. Oh, fell at the crucial moment, but Gin! Well, if either side's going to win it, it'll have to be in the next 5 minutes or so. Regis! And Coventry have broken through with just 5 minutes left.
Speedy. Oh, it's a brilliant goal from David Speedy. Wonderful improvisation.
Downs well forward, that's a good ball. Drinkle. Smith takes over. And here's Speedy! 2-1. Gaps in that stand on the far side. They've had enough, it seems. Oh, wait a minute, Speedy's in here. 86 minutes gone, and David Speedy surely settles it.
That's over Jonsson. Roberts is in trouble. Livingston! And a soft centre at the back for Chelsea. Put back by Gin. Chelsea won offside, but they're not going to get it. Coventry 3-2. Regis.
Livingston, he did well there. Not such a good ball. Possibilities again, though, for Smith now. Oh, good finish. 1-1. Regis battling away. Such an influence in this Coventry front line. Here's Gin. Nicely done. Gin again. And Livingston. Well, you just can't stop this young man. A huge kick from Ogrizovic. Turned on by Regis, and Livingston again. 3-1.
Well, here's Coventry now with Gallagher playing it in. Ormonroyd missed the chance there. And it's there by Drinkle. His first touch as a substitute. And Coventry go into the lead. Well, the substitution was made because of an injury. If it weren't for that, you'd say that was an absolute masterstroke by John Sinnott. A great first touch there by Kevin Drinkle onto the left boot. And Coventry go into the lead. Here's Speedy. And now here's David Smith. That's really got Coventry going. There's the shot, it's another one! David Smith, 2 goals in 90 seconds. Nigel Spink, the hero of the first half, fits the ball out of the net again, and Villa are in deep trouble. David Smith, the scorer, only his 4th of the season, tormenting Chris Price, getting it onto the right foot and burying it beyond Spink in the far corner.
Drinkle is in here. Oh, it's very well taken. Nicely done. Ryan Burrows. Still Burrows. Speedy and Regis on the far side. Well taken. Coventry are in front.
Coventry passing the ball around with plenty of confidence, but not making a lot of progress at the moment. Drinkle and Speedy slipped. And Forrest forced them back again. Forrest keeping everyone behind the ball. Regis, that's a sure touch. Gin finding Burrows. Drinkle. Regis, Forrest straining to get to the ball. Orlickson! It's a goal from Gallagher, and it was Orlickson's fault. With a sloppy attempt to find his own goalkeeper, and Coventry, who'd waited patiently to try to make a chance, found it given straight to them by Orlickson. Goal for Gallagher. Coventry looking to keep the pressure on now. Regis finding David Smith. Laws holding him up, but only momentarily. Great work by Smith. Speedy! That was a wonderful header, because there was very little pace on the ball in the end when it arrived with David Speedy. Caught on the gusty wind here at the City Ground, but a flick of the neck muscles, and beautifully placed. Gallagher and Smith. 3-0, Drinkle. Kevin Drinkle has always been a splendid performer in the air wherever he's played, and Coventry got a better angle for it with the short corner initially. 3-0. Dobson's throw. Helped inside by Drinkle for Speedy! He does that too often to call it a fluke. It really confirms that this is Coventry City's day. David Speedy, with a wonderful show of flair here, to lift the ball over Sutton and really make a fool of it. Fine ball by Drinkle. Gin. Oh, that's a very good goal indeed for Coventry. 1-1. Mickey Gin.
Well, Regis is onside. Livingston has gone inside. And so too is Gallagher. Here he is! Yes!
So Smith's corner. Oh, Torsvet! That's an own goal by the Tottenham goalkeeper. David Smith curled it in, and Torsvet could only push it into his own net. Off the line. And buried by David Speedy, and Coventry have got two.
Brian Burrows with the throw for Coventry. There's David Speedy. Looking for Gallagher. Oh, Regis nipped in there. Some tender for David Seaman. Burrows. Speedy jumping, and here's Smith. Yes. Speedy. Gallagher's in here. And scores. 2 minutes on the clock, and Coventry are in front. Kevin Gallagher.
Coventry finished the